What's going on, everyone? I generally don't do videos like this because I don't really like to show my face, but it's me, Junkpla, your plastic pirate, and Timu Wolverine. I just kind of wanted to talk about some of the negativity I've seen around the changes to the YouTube Partner Program that's coming out next year. As February 1st, you're going to need double the watch hours, but still retain the need for 1,000 subs. So you'll need 1,000 subs and 8,000 watch hours. That seems impossible. It's terrible. Or you'll have to have 40 million short views. And this just seems ridiculous to even attain that as a small creator. So I just wanted to throw that out there for like fellow collectors. If you have a small channel, like the best time right now is to grind, hone your craft, and just keep going. Because ultimately you're making this stuff because you want to, and you shouldn't give up just because YouTube don't want to pay. Honestly, the world we live in, nobody pays. Jobs, careers, you have to be just really fortunate and know how to network to get into a place where you make good money to where you're not struggling. We're all trying to get a piece of the pie, and the pie keeps getting smaller. Kind of like our cereal boxes. You know, they keep filling them with air and chip bags and stuff like that. But I really urge you to keep going. You know, it's really important to, do what you love. I mean, the changes are a cause for concern because a lot of people want to like eat off of the YouTube money, but that's not necessarily the reality of life anymore. Maybe back in the heyday, you could, pay your bills with ad revenue, but I really don't think that's the case anymore. And small creators have a lot higher hurdles to overcome compared to the golden age of YouTube. It doesn't mean you should give up. You just want to, keep trying, keep making stuff, like make dioramas, do stuff like that. Try something different, see if it'll get you more views. But if you give up, it means you're giving up something you love. Now I get it. That the likelihood of you making money, like I said earlier, off YouTube to pay your bills is real slim. And there's like millions of us doing the same thing. So we're all going to get a piece of a small pie if we try. But the idea is, though, if you love collecting, if you love making stuff like this, or like this, or like this, or just doing setups. I mean, my setup's boring, but if you love it, why give up? Why give up? The changes are troublesome because it just shows a pattern in the world where these businesses and corporations and jobs that don't want to pay. And it's toy content. I mean, to get paid for it would be one of the most amazing, coolest things in the world. It is troublesome. I mean, doubling the amount of watch hours for 1,000 subs is like, just seems impossible because you could have 1,000 subs and half those people aren't even going to see your content most of the time, because that seems to be a trend with my channel. Like I have, I think 709 at the time of this video, and I get good engagement from people that are coming around all the time, and I'm super grateful. But my watch hours are only like at 250 something, and it doesn't increase much because not everyone sees my videos, and it's always up and down. Like one review can get 500 views, another one gets 10. It's interesting how the whole algorithm and things work. So it's like you're not really fighting a person, you're fighting an algorithm. You're basically going to have to figure out ways to get around it. But I just say, be true to yourself and create the content you want to create, and you'll build a fan base, and maybe you can find ways to supplement the income in other ways. And I personally believe a lot of it has to do with the AI slop channels, the repeat anime edit channels. Like I see tons of Dragon Ball stuff with the same, Brazilian funk songs, and no hate on them because everyone's creating stuff, but it's like, that's the kind of stuff that's getting in the way of people actually making art, like stop motion. I really think stop motion is a beautiful art if done the original way with no AI. AI has its place in our, community, but not as the mainstay. And I don't hate on it. I mean, we all use it to clean up photos or, make thumbnails if you need to. But if it's not the main point, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm sorry, I look like crap. I'm at work. I just read about all this. So yeah, February 1st, 2027, you're going to need 1,000 subs and 8,000 watch hours to become part of the YouTube Partner Program. The lower tier is still the same, but what can you do? I've seen so many people want to give up, and it's like, why give up? Just make your content. There's other ways to make money. And if you think you're going to become like, the next big toy influencer, action figure influencer, that's not really likely, but you can still build a community. And if you want to make some coin, just grind, hone your craft, get better. Like, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to keep trying and go even harder. And I have till the end of January to maybe hit that like small ad revenue go, because I have a regular job, but I would like some ad revenue from some of my lame videos to kind of maybe help pay for some of this stuff, But I would do this anyway, regardless if I was part of the YouTube Partner Program. And maybe the cool thing is like I said, it'll help you hone your craft more. So those are the basic changes. There's more to it. You can check it out on the YouTube blog, but I'm basically saying don't give up. Go hard. Try harder. Put it out there. Hone your craft. Make comparison videos. Do all sorts of different things. Sorry, I keep changing where I'm at because I'm in the lab now trying to get something started for a diorama, but you really can't give up. If you want to give up, I understand sometimes the fight isn't worth the effort and the mental strain, but I'm also not trying to put anyone down. I keep saying it over and over, if you love what you're doing, you love collecting, just grind. We have till February 1st. Just grind. I can't express that enough. And I apologize again for showing my ugly mug for once in one of my videos, but I thought I would try to be a little more personal and kind of, explain that it bothers me that they're doing this, but it's not going to make me stop. Now, if I can't hit the goal, I might take it easy and do other things like work on my physical health as I'm getting older. Cat's always interrupting me. She's like rubbing on me with her teeth. She's like, I'm not even gonna edit this out. My cat is weird. Where's she at? There's Fat Boy, Fat Max. She's even saying don't give up. But see over here, I take pictures. I work on stuff. So even over here, I work on pictures. I have dioramas over there for my shelf. These aren't even on part of my YouTube channel. Sorry, I'm like looking over there while I'm looking at the camera. I'm terrible at this camera stuff, but I just wanted to be real. I want to be real with you all. Some of you guys, you make long, intricate, really detailed stuff, but it shouldn't kill you to do it. Like even I've done that where I was doing stop motion reviews, trying to dump 3 or 4 things a week. And then I find myself just burned out and neglecting real life, which is mind and body. And so you got to find a balance, but at the same time, grind. The whole point of life is grinding, not for anyone else, but for yourself. But if I've earned it, drop me a sub, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the changes to the YouTube Partner Program. I think they're kind of lame. I really do, personally. But here's an opportunity to show YouTube that small creators can still create some of the best stuff out there over big creators. The only differences I notice is budgets. Large creators sometimes have just super big budgets, have tons of people working for them to help them out, where small creators have to be innovative and work around all the small things like no budget, time constraints, limited resources, but it doesn't mean they're not less creative than a big creator. And I'm not crapping on any big creators either. So that being said, I'm out. Let me know what you think in the comments about the changes to the YouTube Partner Program. I think it kind of sucks. Apparently my cat does too. So anyways, check out some of my reviews. Help me get my watch hours up. I ain't gonna lie. Let's do this together. Peace.